用。
请没有就座的同事们，你们都往里头插空坐啊，里头还有一些空位置。然后呢，我们会务组现在让酒店现在去搬凳子，那么尽量的大家找位子坐下。两个人还在中间来讲。那你们这个我是觉得你们的经历就不是对啊。将会这个那你们就站得到，你要不在那边太靠边了，太靠边了，要不就只能下来。对，太难，不好看。王院士和两个家的都在的等级，对，所以就不说要么就是靠后面脚，要么就下来。在中间下来。这个话筒是一直开着的，不是说你们不用的时候，就是限制你关它的声音怎么拉下来的，让你们说话。
尊敬的各位来宾，本次会议即将开始，请您尽快就座，并将手机等通讯设备关闭或置于静音状态。谢谢您的合作。
Ladies and gentlemen, the event will begin shortly. Can we please ask for you to kindly take your seats? We would like to remind you again to switch off all mobile phones and put electronic devices to silent mode. Thank you for your cooperation.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Wenping Wang from Zhongshan Hospital, Fudan University, Shanghai, China.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Xie Xiaoyan from Zhongshan Hospital from Shenyang University.
Welcome to 2021 EUROSON School, Shanghai. It's my great pleasure that we meet here in Shanghai, the famous magical city in China. The EUROSON School was established by the Professor Roger Blondel in 1992. The EUROSON School comprised a series of ultrasound teaching courses organized by the members of the national societies, which comprise EUROSON, or by specialist European or international societies whose aim is to promote the application of ultrasound in medicine and biology.
Ultrasound contrast agents have revolutionized diagnostic ultrasound since 2004, and the European Ultrasound Society developed the guideline on the use of contrast ultrasound in the liver disease. Nowadays, it's accepted that ultrasound contrast agent can also aid a great deal in the diagnostic volume in extrahepatic organ disease.
2021 EUROSON School, Shanghai will focus on the standardized operation and latest progress of contrast-enhanced ultrasound in abdominal, pediatrics, muscle, surgery, and urology, etc.
In this EUROSON School in Shanghai, we have more than 35 top expert speakers from Europe and Asia. We also very pleasure to introduce our distinguished guests today with us. They are academician of Chinese Academician of Engineer, Professor Wang Weiqi from Fudan University. And the former president of EUROSON, Professor Paul Sidu from King's College University. And the president of EUROSON, Professor Adrian Softer from Romania. The former president of EUROSON and EUROSON, Professor Kudo from Japan Kinki University. The chairman of Medical Ultrasound Society of China and the chairman of this EUROSON School in Shanghai, Professor Ping Liang from Beijing. The director of Diagnostic and Interventional Ultrasound of Shenyang University, Professor Mingde Lu. The director of Shanghai Institute of Ultrasound Medicine, Professor Hu Bin. The Director and Internal Medicine from National Taiwan University, Professor Xiubo Wang from Taipei. And the Executive Chairman of this EUROSON School in Shanghai, Professor Yu Xiaoning. The Executive Chairman of this meeting and the Vice President, Professor Zheng Yuanyi. And Professor Xu Huixiong from the Tongji University is the Executive Chairman of this meeting. Yeah. And the Chairman of Shanghai Ultrasound Society, Professor Guo Jia. And so many professors from Shanghai, for example, Professor Du Nianfang, Chang Cai, Chen Yue, Ding Hong, Chen Yaqing, Wu Rong, Chen Man. So many, it's time to count. And the professor from Guangzhou, Li Anhua, Wang Sasa, Zhou Jianhua. And professor from Beijing, Yang Wei, Yu Jie. And Professor Tan Shaoshan. Okay. So it's time, it's invitation to list all of them. So I am Dr. Xie from Guangzhou, and Professor Wenping Wang is from Shanghai. We are the executive chairman of this meeting. Next, we like to invite Professor Ping Liang to give us an open speech. Please welcome.
Welcome.
Good morning, dear Academician Wang, our distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, please allow me, on behalf of Chinese Ultrasound Medical Association and organizing committee of 2021 Shanghai EUROSON School, to extend our warm welcome and cordial greetings to you, all the experts, colleagues, scholars, and participants. As we all know, contrast-enhanced ultrasound has been widely used worldwide and plays an important role both for diagnosis and treatment. EUROSON School play an important role in standard training course. It's the second time that the EUROSON School have been held in China. This meeting has been postponed for more than 1 year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. According to current epidemic prevention and control policy, we adopt overseas scholars to attend online and domestic experts, colleagues to attend on-site, even though more than 10 experts temporarily absent due to the tightened epidemic control. 2021 Shanghai EUROSON School provides us an academic platform to share our clinical experience, exchange ideas of basic research and new advances in order to promote the popularization and the standardized application of CEUS. The training for standard procedures is specially set up in this meeting, and also in order to encourage the young doctor to take advantage of CEUS. A case competition for the young investigator has been set up in this meeting. I believe all of those will promote standard procedures and further application of contrast-enhanced ultrasound in China. The organized committee and many experts has contributed a lot for this meeting. We really appreciate all efforts to 2021 Shanghai EUROSON School, and I would like to thank all 11 sponsors' support for this meeting. Finally, I wish the meeting a complete success, and all friends enjoy the meeting and stay in Shanghai. Thank you.
So next, we'd like to invite Professor Adrian to give the congratulatory message. Adrian is the president of EFSOM.
Welcome to the EUROSON School.
So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Adrian Săvtoiu, and I'm working in an academic hospital in Bucharest, in Romania, and also in a university in Craiova, also in Romania. It's a great pleasure and honor for me to have this small introductory talk for the EUROSON Shanghai CEUS course. I'm really delighted to be part of this CEUS course. And as a small introduction, as the current president of the EFSOM, the European Federation Society of Ultrasound in Medicine and Biology, I just want to give you a few quick facts about EFSOM. It has been established in 1972, initially by 13 European countries. Now the society has 30 membership societies and one affiliated society with more than 15,000 members. We have important committees: the Executive Bureau, the Education and Professional Standards Committee, Publication Committee, the Committee for Medical Ultrasound Safety, and a Student Committee. And we also have guidelines, task force groups, which are established ad hoc for each guideline. This is how the European Federation Societies of Ultrasound in Medicine and Biology looks like. So in pink we have non-members, in blue we have European members, so almost all Europe is covered. And we actually have a lot of activities which you can find in the EFSOM website. There are a lot of guidelines. EFSOM was pretty active in the European guidelines field. Then we have webinars, participations like this one today, schools, EUROSON schools, the EFSOM EUROSON congresses, and we still hope that we might be able to have everybody in Timișoara in Romania this year in May in 2021. If the epidemiological situation will be okay, otherwise we will postpone the Congress for next year. And we're really happy to say that the World Federation of Ultrasound in Medicine and Biology Congress will be hosted by Timișoara in collaboration with EFSOM and the National Romanian Society of Ultrasound. Then we have a lot of other materials in our website, including a course book, the EFSM course book, an atlas or case of the month or image challenges, and all is available through individual membership in all the countries. So actually we have opened the societies for individual membership to all the countries in the world. So not only European countries, but all over the world.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, I'd like to invite the former president of EFSM, Professor Paul Sidu, to give the concrete message.
Good morning to everyone in Shanghai, China, and welcome to this meeting, the EUROSON School, organized in association with the Chinese doctors in Shanghai for 2021. I am Professor Paul Sidu. I'm the past president of the European Federation of Societies of Ultrasound Medicine and Biology, and it's my great pleasure, in cooperation with the Chinese doctors and with Professor Ping Liang, Professor Xi, and Professor Adrian Saiftu, to bring you this combined EUROSON School dedicated to the advancement of education and practice in contrast-enhanced ultrasound. I am well aware that Chinese doctors are very familiar with the use of contrast-enhanced ultrasound in their practice, and we in Europe have also overseen the advancement in the practice of contrast-enhanced ultrasound over many, many years. From its origins in the late 1990s to the practice today is very different, but all of this has been to the benefit of our patients. A few years ago, we had the first combined EUROSON School supported by EFSM in Hong Kong, China, and this is the second school we are supporting. This has come about with dedication and tenacity from both the Chinese doctors and the EFSM Executive Bureau to establish these schools. We hope these schools will continue to foster better relationships between our areas of the world, and once this pandemic is over, we are able to visit in person to deliver lectures. The program to be presented is excellent and demonstrates the many advances of the use of contrast-enhanced ultrasound, particularly those advances pushed by the Chinese doctors. I hope you enjoy these 2 days of lectures, and I hope next time when I'm here to greet you, I will be doing so in person. Please enjoy the lectures and please learn from them and take all this knowledge back to making your patients better for the use of contrast-enhanced ultrasound. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sidu. He established the cooperation between the Chinese Association of Ultrasound, between the EUROSON and EFSM. So let's meet next EUROSON school in China. Next.
Next, let's welcome Professor Wei-Chu Wang to make a guest speech. Please.
女士们、先生们，大家好。Ladies and gentlemen, how do you do, everyone? Today, the 2021 Sino-European CEUS sales lecture is held in Shanghai. You know, Shanghai is not only an international and cosmopolitan city, but also a lead revolutionary and hero city in Chinese history. Welcome to Shanghai. I'm very glad to have the address on the master lecture invited by Drs. Liang Ping, Wang Wenping, Xi Huiyong. They are very famous experts in medical ultrasound field. They also my close friends. I would like to express my great and heartfelt congratulations to all participants and attending person of the EUROSON School, Shanghai, especially for the experts and scholars. Now I have to say something about the lectures with Chinese, which is one of the official language of United Nations. 现在我说几句这个王代表王文平教授为我引的这个关于这个会议的这个一些事啊。本次超生讲坛由中欧超生协会主席担任共同主席，汇集了欧洲、亚洲的著名超生医学专家6名和国内著名超生专家22名进行国际直播。亚超联的上一任的前任主席 Dick Trick， 前任主席 Circle 以的现任主席 Adrian 和日本肝病和超生学会主席 Kudo 都将在线上做大会报告。讲课内容包括了超声造影、规范操作和超声的最新进展，并在系列课程的基础上增加课程的广度、深度、形式和内容均有创新和丰富，还有病理竞赛环节，对培养国内外超生人才具有积极的意义。同时，本次会议将展示中国超生医学的成就，使中国超生进一步在世界上发声。讲到这里呢，我就想起这个23年以前一个事情。It mentioned me about 40 years ago. I remember in 1978, the Canadian Dr. Dennis White, who is a chair editor of UNB. This is the official journal of ultrasound in medicine and biology, World Federation. After in 1978, he visited Shanghai, and after he returned, he was back Canada, wrote a paper published in UNB to introduce the Chinese medical ultrasound to the world. On this paper, he wrote, Chinese medical ultrasound will be success in future. I think his prediction is coming true. Now it is true. Finally, we see EUROSON Shanghai, EUROSON School Shanghai with success, a complete success, a great success. Thanks a lot for your attention. 多谢大家。
Thank you, Professor Wang. It's a very nice speech.
Okay, thank you again for your very nice speech, and I think it's very inspiring for our young doctors. And
it's our great pleasure to announce the opening of this conference now.
so I'd like to thank you again about all doctors, all professors, and all support for including Midray, GE, and Philips, and Siemens, and Fuji, and Canon, and Supersonic, and Samsung, and Extra. So next time we move to the photo time. We have a picture to keep the good memory now. So please take the photo here. 麻烦你上台照照片好吗？谢谢。我们也上去。